Apa gelap? Dia nggak mau dia.
Hey, it's Gigi! What's up, Gigi? Gigi!
What's up, Black?
Gigi, kamu hitam dan jelek.
How are you? Hey, Whiskey. Hi. How are you? Good.
Good. It's getting darker.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's get everyone together. Let's shake your hands. Hey Google, turn off the music. Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning. Actually, half the people aren't even here. All right, good morning everyone. Good morning. Thank you. Now I can hear everyone. Okay, we're trying out a new presentation method. So this is paper actually had this presentation button that I just recently discovered. All this time, right? Truly all this time. You go around life in this rusty bucket of shit, and then one day you discover it had a gas pedal. So, all right, we're starting our meeting today. Can anyone tell me what the date is? 12th of August. Okay, thank you. All right, so this 12th of August, and let's go ahead and take a look at the all hands. The theme of August is to get peak bookings, achieve peak revenues, delight our guests. The target is 400,000, the stretch is 450. Update, September, October, we're looking to get process excellence. So, if the revenue seems to be on track right now, but if you'd like to start considering what sort of projects would actually entail process excellence, now's a good time to consider that. I like Ivan's how he's hiding behind Rian about that. Okay, the revenue target has not been determined, and neither has the stretch target been determined yet. The sales projection analysis I've gone over a few times already. Does anybody want to see that again? If you want to see it again, then raise your hand. No. Okay. All right. So we can move on then. Let's see. Okay. This is the video from the last all hands. Once again, that got really compressed. What happened there? Wait, let me check if that's even true. Okay. All right. Sorry. This part, yes, okay, actually that is true, so I can rely on the presentation. So, bonuses move over from A to B, individual to company. Hiring is looking to acquire sufficient headcount and host air support content. Market building, please focus on getting bookings and delighting guests. This is all the same as from the past 2 months. We have the avatar, the brand identity and persona from the content team. Any updates on that?
Yes. There's new submission.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe. Yes.
Can we take a look at it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look. So this is recognition for being on brand.
I think it's a submission. Yes, submission there.
Okay. Can I find it here or do I find it somewhere? Scroll down.
I highlighted the green one.
Okay. Oh, these, yeah? So I'll read off what's in green. Okay. So this is, let's see what the columns are about. The columns are in, I'll zoom in. Columns first is greetings, apology, information, signature, joke and icebreakers, and others. So there is a recognition going out to Cynthia. Cynthia for the warmest greeting from Bali, Jogja, and Nusa Penida. Okay, well, very good. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Yeah, all right, that's good. How do we know that?
I think this one is Cynthia. Cynthia submit this. This is the idea that she got when what we should do the grading.
Oh, got it. Okay, got it. So this is related to the cards that you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cynthia.
Okay. Yes, thank you. So I think I have a purpose that why I said to guests that warmest greeting to Nusa Penida from Yogyakarta of Bali. It will rise up the kind of we are welcoming you here. Like so, the guest is more excited to go to Bali, Jogja, or Nusa Penida.
Okay.
That's where we say that warmest greeting from Nusa Penida, like warmest greeting from Bali.
Very good. Thank you for sharing, Cynthia. Also, this does have actually KPI results later, as we'll take a look at the SLAs. The Nusa Penida tends to have some of the highest hospitality scores, I think, at the moment. So, very cool. All right, there's another recognition here. It's from Gani. Yo, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Hope all is well, yeah? Because we can't wait to greet and host you on our beautiful island, Bali. See ya. Okay? And hello, sir, ma'am. Welcome to our beautiful island, Bali. It's a pleasure to have you stay with us. Is this a split test? Or is this an A/B test? What's going on? Gani, tell us more about this, Gani.
Yeah, basically I'm the first. This is for young folks. And the second for older.
Okay, cool. So we have a youthful version and we have a more formal version, yeah? With a palm tree, guy with sunglasses, and a shaka. Cool. All right, good. Let's go on to the next one. So this is coming from Cynthia on a canceled guest. Not giving any reasons. Hi. So sad that you canceled your stay. If you don't mind, may I know why? Thanks. Already told the reason about the cancellation. It's so sad that we can't host you, but no worries, since we'll always welcome you. I'll be waiting for you to enjoy Nusa Penida's breeze together, my friend. Okay. All right. Cute. So that's what we say in a cancellation, yeah? Cool.
Yeah.
It's like a new best practice. All right. Any further updates on the content persona avatars from Diva or Buddy? Nope. All right. Let's go and move on to the next topic then. Okay. On reservation case studies, yes, we are still building our zoo. Did we add any new animals last week? Let's see. Anybody? Anybody who participated in that? Maha? Any new animals? No? Not yet. Yes.
We divided dodo bird into small dodo bird and
Oh, we divided small dodo bird and big dodo bird. Okay. All right. Dodo bird is missing out on key information that results in a guest having wrong expectations about the property. All right. So what's a small dodo bird?
small dodo bird is giving like wrong information around extra services, like the price of the extra services is wrong, and the dodo bird is more than the listing amenities and the wrong information.
Okay, so one's more like a content issue, the other's more like, okay, all right. Oh, one's more crucial and the other's more stylistic, yeah? Okay, interesting. Okay, so hopefully we have everyone's on tracks by now. So that's off of old business, and I think, oh yeah, Nomi's working on DocuSign. Okay.
Yeah, so DocuSign is pretty much done. I think everybody within HR and MB tested it out.
Yeah.
So at first it was initially just for HR, but I think MB has a good use for it. So I believe Wayana is going to purchase DocuSign,
Yes.
and we have a 20% discount voucher.
Yeah. Okay, what is DocuSign, Rian?
DocuSign is the place for you to sign something online.
Yes.
You don't really need to hand it over.
Very good, very good.
physically, so you
Okay.
just-
All right, D1, why is that valuable? Why is it valuable to have things that we can sign online?
It's paperless.
Yes, it's paperless. It's faster and it makes things easier. And actually, there's strategic value to it too. Let's say we have a partnership in Thailand or in Venezuela. Venezuela. Okay. I don't know why I thought that. Then obviously doing the paper would not really work. So having a digital platform is good. All right, stretch targets. If we hit our stretch targets, the August bonuses double. And we've already done the end of the month assessment of SLAs, except for a few groups. I think between HR and revenue management. I forgot to post the employee satisfaction survey. Sorry, that's my bad, because that's where the results are there. But wait, let's see. Who's on HR? Wait, Vita doesn't have a machine. Okay. All right. Ara! Ara! Can you post the employee satisfaction at the very bottom of this all hands? And that way, when we get to the end, it will be there, like waiting for us. So we're making the survey develop in flight. Cool?
Okay, sir.
All right, thank you. Cool. Let's talk about the project bonuses that we're looking for. There's a new one. There's a host video project. So there's a host video project to describe how Bukit Vista is the biggest host community in Indonesia. The audience is to our future guests. The key result is that it explains our services. And the question is, how do we know it succeeded? I believe I had a discussion with somebody about this. I forgot who it was. Yeah, this was Cynthia. So Cynthia proposed a project. We don't have a bounty on it yet, but this is her idea. So if you do have an idea of where you'd like a project, don't hesitate, just put it up here, and we can discuss the bounty for it. We can discuss what the KPIs are. This is where projects can be born, actually. Cool? Okay. The second one, I believe Tendy is making some progress on this right now. It's about simplifying phone calls. He put in a request for payment on some software today. I was happy to approve that. And Alvin, Chandra, Tendy, and one more person, D1, are working on a program to simplify our phone calls. Thank you very much. Okay, if you get the bounty, then you're going to have to split this, like, I don't know, 4 ways, or give Tendy everything, or whatever, right? So the bounty is 3, and it was for 2 packs, but if there's 4 packs, then I guess you guys can. Okay, decide on your own. Simulation programs for trial evaluation. So we're looking to actually build simulation programs to make sure that candidates come on site will be effectively trained. Currently, Vita, me, and R are working on iterations of these simulation programs. If you have any contributions that you'd like to include to make better market builders, make better HR, make better online guest support, make better hosts, make better revenue managers, whatever it might be, please contribute here. There's a $1.5 million bounty per chapter for good simulation programs. Chandra's working on a quiz night, I believe, with Rafik, right? So this is going to happen on the 17th. And this quiz night will be based on SLA knowledge, reservation knowledge, company core values, startup knowledge, and there's a $2 million prize to the winners, $1.5 million to the first prize team, $500,000 to the second prize team. So we're really trying to get the whole entire company on one page. Deepa's signing up right now for that. So
I remember something.
Okay, I'm sure. All right, there's a $3 million bounty for recruitment of a senior accountant. We've got 2 accountants in the pipeline right now. One's in Lombok and the other one's in Labuan Bajo. They're coming on for on-site trials. Gigi and I are coordinating that, so that looks quite promising. There's a $5 million prize for a self-service owner dashboard, such that owners don't need to ask us about payments anymore, and it is a self-service portal where they can find and fix their own issues. Buyers championing this, and it will be evaluated at the end of August. All right, great. So it's already there, and if you want to follow up on that, the project management is there too as well. Let's take a look at observations and improvements. So, observations and improvements in August. Looking for 50 potential leaks. Oh, this got all squished up. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to the old format. So the old format is smaller, but it's a little bit more tidy. So I know observations are usually for something that's gone wrong, but I was actually pretty happy this weekend. I got out and I got to host some guests. It was kind of fun. So what I did was I went to Asmara and hosted the lot 3 and lot 6 guests. And so it was actually kind of interesting because it was more fun than my regular days off. I got to learn something from the guests. And I learned to write my name in Arabic, and I learned to write my name in Hindi. It was really, really interesting. So one group of guests, they were from Saudi Arabia, and the other group were from Pradesh, somewhere in India, central India. Pretty cool. So anyways, this is what I found to be actually very organic. So I'm currently watching this Netflix series called Sacred Games. It's really cool. It's about gangs in India. Now, normally you think India is pretty peaceful, but not according to this series. Very, very gangster rich. But anyways, it's a Netflix original. These guys had seen it, so we were able to click off on it. And then I talked about Bollywood, Saif Ali Khan, and Deepika Padukone. Yeah, I think I said that right. Padukone. Okay. All right. So Deepika, some of my favorite whatever Bollywood actors and actresses, and it happened that they resonated with that. We talked quite a long time about that. That was pretty cool. And then I created 2 itineraries. I was like, oh wow, okay, what do you guys want to do? So these were very millennial driven, and they were out to get as many experiences as they want. They wanted to open up Ibu Lily's liquor cabinet and drink the entire Grey Goose dry. So I came up with like 2 itineraries for them. One was called Sand and Beaches, and I know, yeah, Sand and Beaches. But there's essentially 3 stages. There's sunset, drinks, dinner, and then nightlife. And I give them 3 options so that they could essentially plan and put together whatever they wanted, right? These are things that I do from time to time, so I thought they might enjoy it. And the other one I put together was also Cliffs and Clubs. So that's a different rendition. And each of these itineraries I thought were actually pretty easy to do if you hired a driver and you could... Oh, I didn't finish this one. This one was less thorough. But yeah, just ideas for hopefully inspiring hosts to be as engaging as possible. I learned a ton. I learned how to write. I learned about like medical school. I learned about Arabic. Yeah, it was actually pretty entertaining. Much more entertaining than my usual weekends. Okay, so let's take a look at the next one. This is from Ivan, Putu X PT Jin. I called him and asked to fix the toilet. Yes, thank you, Ivan. Right, so Putu and Landung, who are XPT Gen, we're working with now to actually help us do handyman service. So as you guys might know, we have shitty toilets here. They're incredibly embarrassing. Yeah, look, Cynthia's like nodding her head. She knows how shitty they are. So what we've asked them to do is come over here and get these fixed. If they can get these fixed, then hopefully they can fix other people's hot water, toilets, AC, all these things. So this is essentially as an MVP to see if we can get a handyman as a service. Next one comes from Sorry Garden, and Cynthia reported it. Oh, wow, is that a long review? Okay, so Sorry Garden got email notification for a review, but they received a long one. Instead of receiving a review for Sorry Garden, they received a review for Black and Cozy. And so Cynthia escalated to Bayou, and then to Cynthia says the booking belongs to Sorry Garden, but the guest has 2 bookings. The other one is at Bakum. Can you forward this review to Bakum? Okay. So 2 bookings, but essentially the emails went.
No, the guest mistaken their review. So they are staying at 2. They didn't remember which one is which. Yeah.
They gave the review for Bakum Sari to Sari Garden.
Yeah.
Interesting. Data's pretty interesting, right? Sometimes we're not mistaken. Sometimes the guests are mistaken. That can happen too. Guests are not perfect. Okay, August 7th, all listing reviews. Ivan, why are some of the listings doesn't appear at the ABB Rev all listings list? For example, I can't find Chantik listing here in W account. I also can't find some listings on others too. So there's some review evidence. Ivan escalated to Deba, Rizal, and Gani. Maybe content knows what's going on. Ivan got a response back. It's a glitch from Airbnb. I'm afraid you have to do it manually from the listing. Ivan says to Deba, oh, too bad. Okay then, thank you. Because ABB Rev have the star rating while the listings don't have it. But okay, La, thanks for the information, Dib. That's from Ivan. Okay, Ivan wrote that to Deba. Next, whoa, Ivan's really busy on this. Okay, next one's coming from Villa Kyle at NH Residence, also from Ivan. Taught them how to use Toki. So it'll be easier for them to check on daily bookings and check-ins, and for the checkouts so the housekeeper doesn't get confused whenever there's a last-minute booking or if they want to do something after the guest checks out. Okay, great. And next one is from Trishna and Jing. Oh, right. So this is regarding new market builders. So we're starting a new MB trial program for Canada, incorporating some of the new training material proposed by Nung Lee. And I've asked Nung Lee to review this process. This on-site trial coordination with Trish is happening on this document. I'm not following as your document designed to tap into the candidate's thought and thinking, align expectations at the start. It's meant to actually create thought process and create the project management skills that you requested. And it's also to, also to align expectations for what market building should be.
Yep.
So the training is to create excellent market building, process excellence. Okay, next one. Oh, this is funny. This is the Village Antique case. So this is good. So this is August 7th at Village Antique in Charles. This is coming from Jing. This partner is disgruntled again about the finance. So we missed a July 29th appointment between them and the finance team. I didn't think it was necessary because all we really needed was their PayPal. So why have Risky go over just to say, hey, look, I need your PayPal. And they understood that already, and we just needed their PayPal. So about the 6 p.m. check-in, this has been explained to the owners about our regular office hours and our extended night service. And a solution has been discussed about villa safety, regarding lock boxes, and villa guest arrival, regarding signage. The journal is over here if you want to read it. So my hunch was that they were not being very honest about their complaints, and we had discussions with also the neighbor, who has given us some more information about that too as well. But I do see that we might have had some hospitality shortfalls that we are addressing too as well. So this is stabilizing, I feel like. And I have not gotten any more issues with Gay and Charles. And if there are any issues, they will happen on a regular scheduled basis instead of sporadically.
Right.
All right, let's talk about Justin. Justin Ho. So, oh yeah, this is funny. So we just had a new notification come in this morning, actually. So there's an update on that. So there are projections on August are off for Rumah Pertama. This is due to selling August at a lower than expected rate. Justin was upset with the management and began to rattle on actually the content competency, which was kind of weird. He was complaining about the pictures. So I discussed with Nunli, we discovered a rare incident. Now this is actually pretty interesting. This is something that maybe we can set a data alert for. So on July 24th, when I was analyzing the revenue for August, all of August was empty. So that's about 7 days before the beginning of the month. And generally when we see that, we are concerned. Concern is because the booking window for something like Room Pratama is 20 days. So if you're 7 days away and your booking window is 20 days, you generally will look at empty rates. So I made a decision to discount the rates, and we had some very strange behavior. One guest, Martin, booked the villa 4 times. So he booked the 4 times, and he booked it for non-continuous dates too. He booked, somebody else booked in the middle, then he booked again. So then we essentially sold all the room nights in August between 2 revenue management checks. We checked usually a week apart, and within 1 week, everything was sold. So we brought this up with Justin because I think this is worth discussing with the owner. So we had a video call with him, and we told him exactly what we were doing in terms of how we approached this solution. He was actually pretty impressed. He was impressed that we actually used data to conclusively come up with our ideas. I think it was also good because we noticed our own mistake and we reported it to him instead of having him notice the mistake. He complimented Nunli for being a good sales rep, and he also said this: if he could actually see the demo, which was the demo I showed him how we actually did revenue management, he would have been more certain that we could actually do what we had promised to do. So the demo was the demo was very, very persuasive and convincing to Justin. Okay, let's see. Wendy over here got a mention from Young Lee. Oh wow, this is all in Korean. Wendy went through, maybe Yvonne can read it, but none of the rest can. But, chasing this review. Okay, so this is as far as it goes. I'm sorry, can't magnify it anymore. I'll try to click on it, but it takes like this weird thing. God damn it. I'm gonna complain to paper Dropbox. It's hard to click on. Okay, so this is the review in Korean. Squares, circles, little lines, and such. It was a beautiful place. I walked along the street, but it was the most beautiful place we've stayed in. I was surprised that it included a simple breakfast. I did not use it, but I can listen to the yoga class free of charge. The staff was really friendly and got a lot of useful information. Thanks to my friend Wendy. I'm so sorry to leave. Does anybody know where this happened? No? Sure. Yeah, there's apparently free yoga happening there. Probably Sanyas, yeah? Okay. Okay.
I think the guest overheard the lesson because they say
listen to the yoga class.
Maybe the instructor yelled.
Is it Sanyas? Yeah, Tandy? Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So the guest can see how the guest yoga.
Okay, so the guest can actually just audit a yoga class. Audit a yoga class.
Like a podcast.
Yeah, like a podcast, but live.
Yeah.
Cool. So yes, okay, fantastic, Wendy. Thank you very much. It was good to see Wendy on the board, and Yvonne got mentioned too as well. Oh wait, there's a review management issue. Airbnb is having problems with their server. The process took so long to reply the guest review. ABB rev is so slow. Has that been fixed, Yvonne? Or no? Okay. So does that stop your program from running?
No, this is for the replying the guest review on the ABB.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So, yeah, we don't know if my reply has been posted yet or not. But usually it's posted.
Got it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Yvonne, for the update. So that finishes the observations and improvements for August, and we'll move on back to the all hands. So let's go through squad workflow. Should we take a look at that? I mean, just as kind of a peep, see how we're doing on the squad workflow. While that is loading, there is trial training work opportunities. Okay, so going to EVA, a manual of best practices, and Dominic and I are first attempt this. It should be used as a reference point for a Villa Chantic host visit. Any update on that? No, open-ended. Okay, so EVA! Check it out. There's a project that's been assigned to you, and please have a look at that, yeah? Texting during the meeting. Okay. All right, Diva, Wendy, change all the cancellation policies from our Airbnbs to moderate.
I want to postpone this because still running the experiment, right?
Okay, right. Okay, so this one will be postponed and we will wait for the results of the first neighborhoods to come in. Okay, so we're slowing this one down because of rollout policy. All right, Rian. Rian Tadiba has asked for an article for Best Channel Manager Views, pros and cons. Sold. Done. Yeah. Oh, Vita took care of it. Thank you. All right, Vita wrote it during her trials. Thank you, Vita. Okay. All right, and then night shift going on to new candidates. Bayou Improve Imperfections. This is the listing doctor. Your guy is working on it today, I think. The new candidate in Jogja. Yeah. So okay, great. So right. So yeah, that's the whole point of writing the on-site trial program, so that if you have any work that needs to get done, then the programs will get it done for you. You're welcome. Okay. So anyhow, let's just take a look at. I'll just pick a random one here. All right. Let's look at company, air support, and content. Okay. So content requests and internal open source content chapter SLAs passed. We want a 20% detection rate of unconverted increased content across all squads. Has that been done?
Oh,
yes.
Actually, the one that highlighted is the one that the change that is proposed. So before it's company to content, but
it's an air support. Okay. Do you want me to talk about it here?
I think so.
Okay. All right. This is probably the best place to discuss this. So there is a change, and here's the proposal. Is everybody on air support here? Which is Alvin. Where's Alvin? Alvin's not here. Okay, we'll have to run it without Alvin. So now there's a change, and the change will go from, instead of the company being the server, air support is now the server. Air support reports the client. Client is the content is the client. Client is the client. Content is the client. So through content requests and internal open source, air support will report 20% of unconverted inquiries to content. So is there a second for this motion? So now this is, since we're reducing the scope, making it a little bit more focused. So instead of everybody reporting the unconverted inquiries, it will just be air support reports unconverted inquiries. So, to the floor. Is there a second for this motion, for this amendment? Yes. Okay. Okay. Deepa has seconded it. Great. Now let's have the discussion. Okay. Anybody want to begin this discussion? Perhaps the people who suggested it can begin. Yes. To Wayan.
What happened like if outside of air support contact, so the person that contact to air support first and then go to content, or like?
Okay. All right. Any response from content?
No. Originally, I believe we reduced the scope because none. I mean, we haven't reached the 20% from all across the company. So we think that if it's smaller the scope, it will help. So because air support is the one that spotted usually the most.
Mm-hmm.
But if you spot it, and then why don't you report it previously?
As anybody would, right? It's just like contract requests.
Yeah.
Basically, this is why we propose this change, because we already run this for everyone in the company can submit that, but no one actually submit that.
Right.
What is the point of having everyone that equals to no one? So basically, we want to propose to use a specific group, because actually the most active one is Chandra anyway, and she's the air support. So we think that maybe the best person to submit it is actually air support, because they know how the reservation is.
Fantastic. Okay. Hopefully that's the next air support person. Okay. Any other discussion on this one? Okay. To Cynthia.
Yeah. What kind of things do you expect from air support to achieve that? I mean, like what kind of content?
Okay. So
basically, is it
inquiry? Could you please explain me more?
Okay, so in simple ways, basically, we want to detect why there's an inquiry and why it's not converted. So in content, we have SLA to make sure that didn't happen. There's no inquiry that created unconverted request, basically. But sometimes the case is actually not content. Sometimes it's market building. The guest asking for a property, but the property is not available. That's not a content thing. That's a market building problem. So the content cannot solve that, but market building can. Also, like reservation, for example. The content is sometimes correct, but the way we answer reservation is incorrect. So that content cannot fix that, but reservation can. So what we want from this is the detection of what is the problem. Like for example, like the alchemist, for example, there's a high unconverted ratio, but we believe it's not only content problem, but we don't know what. We don't know which chapter actually can help with that. So this would help with that. From air support will know there's a lot of unconverted booking in the alchemist because of market building issue, for example, or reservation issue. So how many from market building, how many from reservation, how many from content.
Okay. So, Bayu, quick question. Does that mean that content now becomes the assessor of the inquiry? So, like say for example, it's a market building issue. Is the process then or workflow then inclusive of content will then pass this over to market building? Or like to highlight this to market building at least?
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, this is already in test. We still don't know the correct workflow for this.
Okay.
But actually, from the air support can pass this directly to the chapter. So yeah, the problem is sometimes there's inquiry failure pass to content, but not a content problem.
Yeah.
So we just dismiss it, but no one catch this. So this will just gone, right? None of the
It
action.
falls into a deep black hole.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need to call the question because we're running a bit short on time. So this is essentially, I think, a discussion that needs to happen between either the company and content or air support and content. So all we need to decide here is which discussion we're going to have. Are we going to have the discussion between air support and content, or are we going to have a company between the entire company and content? So let's put it to the vote. If you're in favor of having this discussion between air support and content, please vote in favor of that now. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Joe does not voting. Okay, 8. Okay, if you're in favor of the opposite, if you're in favor of having this discussion between the company and content, which means more of this, please vote in favor now. 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I understood. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3. 3 versus 8, 4.
No. I actually have another suggestion. So the problem is not only between inquiry to content, but actually between inquiry to market builder and reservation.
Right.
Because content already have that flow. If air support did not submit anything to content, content still do the content doctor. But the problem is what happened with the problem that related to market building.
How does it
I
bubble
think the
up?
client could be maybe, I don't know, market building or reservation. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Another amendment. All right. Let's get one amendment at a time. One amendment at a time. Is that an amendment request?
Yes. Okay. So this is basically just to raise the awareness that the conversion rate problem is not only content. I think I will pass this to each chapter, especially market building and reservation. Do you guys feel the need to remove this problem or not? So if no, then we don't need this SLA because the content already have that flow anyway.
Yes, Diva.
Can I add some more
Yes.
to make it clear for everyone here? I think, Bayu brought this up because for content we have a flow. So we already have a flow, which is everybody can submit a content request or internal open source to deal with this leak, right? And for reservation, we have the reservation guild Trello. But I think that we think that they haven't got any like workflow or medium to contain this leak is from market builder. Like how can you get the feedback from either like reservation or content? The technical issue maybe we can discuss later.
Okay. Now, what are we talking about? Are we talking about an amendment to this SLA, or are we talking about a new SLA? We're talking about a new SLA that goes from inquiries to market building, right? For detection of leaks.
That's one view. Yeah, that's one view.
So, are we keeping this SLA? Are we removing this SLA? Or are we changing this SLA to a different client, different server?
Okay. Actually, I would propose to just remove this SLA because content already have the content doctor anyway.
Okay.
And we have already workflow for that. We need 2 new SLA for each market building and reservation.
Okay, all right. Let's put that on the floor. So there is a motion now to add 2 new SLAs between air support and reservations, air support and market building. Okay. All right. So these 2 new SLAs are essentially in place to make sure that the inquiry conversion and the request conversion SLAs can be met. Because currently we can't meet these SLAs, and it's not content's sole duty to get that correct. So we need to identify where the SLA mistakes are happening. Okay, so I've explained essentially the nature of that. Bayu, would you agree that's a correct assessment? Okay, Devo, do you agree that's a correct assessment? Okay, I need a second for that. So the motion is to remove the current SLA between air support and content, create 2 new SLAs between market building and between air support and market building, and air support and reservations. Do I have a second? All right, I can't, wait, that's your motion, so.
Yes. Do you have a second?
Okay, great. It's been seconded by Aggie. Okay, is there any further discussion about what this means? Nope. Okay. All in favor of the motion, please vote now. Okay. All right. Okay, Sandy. Okay. All against, please vote now. And it looks like the motion passes. Okay, mostly in favor. So then we just need the next thing, which is...
Sorry, I just have one quick clarification.
Mhm.
We're not removing the SLA from AS to content, right? It still stays. That means it's
No,
free.
it removes.
Or you're removing
Because
it.
essentially content already has its own patrol system to
Which is
figure out...
content doctor. But
Yeah.
content doctor only happens when a property is not performing, right?
No,
No,
every
that's-
inquiry, every single inquiry.
Every single.
So we have 2 content doctor. We have a daily content doctor and we
Okay,
have a team
got it.
content doctor for this.
Okay, can.
Okay, all right. So then we just need a delegate to... do I have anybody who wants to... Do I have any nominations for who should write the 2 new SLAs? Yes, Wayana.
I nominate Nangli to be the MD by SLA.
Okay. All right. So Nunley, I believe this SLA is between market building, air support,
Spot.
and market building.
Who is the client and who is the server here again?
So
Sorry.
the client will be air support. Wait,
Mm,
no. The
Yeah.
client will
Market
be market builder, and the server will be air support.
Okay.
So air support is providing
Feedback.
feedback to market building to detect where there are essentially market building improvements to be made.
Okay. Okay,
Is
yeah.
that not reversed? No, because reservation have problem. Why cannot we convert this? Market building needs to fix that.
But in terms of like the client and server, we focus on the product, right? The product here is the feedback, no?
Yeah.
So who
yeah.
consume the products? Market builders, right? No?
So I'm the client, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
For this current iteration, but I think the next iteration should be that. Yeah, I agree with Bayu. The next iteration should be
Is
that.
it different for reservation and market building? All the same, right?
If market building is doing a good job, then essentially reservations should have an easier time. Is that correct, right? So then essentially
Okay.
the server
Okay.
structure. So this is hopping 2 levels ahead already, right? This is not just about the product
Okay.
feedback. This is about the delivery of a quality property that makes reservation handling
Okay.
easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this case, the client is
Reservations,
as
and then
support.
the client is air support,
Yes.
and market building
Is
is
the server, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then in this case, because this market building is the server, yeah, I accept the nomination to write the SLA. It makes sense
Okay.
for the server to write.
Great, fantastic. Okay, next one is between reservations and air support. That is one and the same.
But reservation is everyone and air support only one person.
So how do we write SLA for that? Who represents the reservation side? Who represents the...
I don't know if the person can actually spread that into the reservation chapter, then we don't need the SLA, but the problem is not, right? There's a host that do reservation as well.
Right. Okay. So now we need a nomination between who will be the... who is nominated to write the SLA between air support... Wait, in this particular case, who's the client, who's the server? They're almost the same. The client is the server. Table this
For
discussion.
me, for myself, and I.
Yeah, because the client is doing some of the server's work and the server is doing some of the client's work. How about we get this one done first?
Okay.
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 I tabled.
Actually, sorry, now that I'm trying to write it, I think actually Diva is right. I find it very hard to write what is the delivery and the house.
In what?
Because I think the flow needs to come from S.
Oh, I think it could be a discussion about like what percentage of, let's say, booking should come from instant book or instant book ready. Actually, one of the
We're talking
SLAs
about
are
unconverted inquiries.
right. If the inconverter requires it due to the market, I think we need to have a sub-discussion
Yeah.
about that, because otherwise we stall down.
Oh, we
the
measured
entire thing.
it as well.
Okay. Well, that's part of the sub-discussion. How are we going to measure that? But the second one I think is a little bit confusing, so I'm not sure. Do we want to postpone that or yeah?
Motion to table that.
Motion to table. Okay, let's motion to table that for the next discussion. Oh shit! Now we need a secretary. So Nung Lee. All right, cool. Fun. Okay, I need to move on because we've almost exhausted all our time. Chandra, I'm gonna have to go through this myself today, yeah? Because I'll just jump in on it myself because I need to get the stats done. So let's go through and take a look at. Okay, so we have the bounties done, hospitality companies done. Oh wait, shit. Sorry, it's over here. Okay, the role assignment table. No changes on any roles. On squad 1.
Sorry, I can't help with that yet.
Sorry. Okay, squad 1, I'm squad lead. There's no changes on any of the role assignments. On squad 2, Tendi, is there any changes?
What Chris is still in there?
Chris should not be on the revenue management side. Oh yeah, okay, need to remove Chris's name. Okay, Tendi, any changes on your team structure?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, all right, Wyan, any new changes on your team?
No,
No,
I'm just
squad 4.
questioning about Trish, which
Trish most likely will work.
Squad are you gonna be?
Trish has not been determined yet, but I'd like him to actually help on News Panita.
Okay.
If he passes the trials. Okay? All right. Let's go to the next part. Oh, the profile coverage. Any changes on profile coverages? Any changes on profile coverages? None. Okay, then we'll skip that. All right, let's take a look at the stats. So the stats show this. Weekly stats. All right. So anybody who looked at this and freaked out and wonder why we only have 300,000, there's been a new feature added to the monthly revenue projection. There is a back in time feature now. So now what we're seeing is actually what the revenue looked like, not today, but on August 2nd. This allows us to examine what the lift is of a particular month. So the lift is how much did we start with and how much did we end up with. So we can go back into time at any point and see the graphs from what it looks like today. But I am happy to report that we've done much better than that, and this is what it should look like. So we're at 363 right now, so we're almost at the same as the July, and we're not even halfway through August yet. So this is very, very promising. Looking at the weekly sales, last week I think we did about 46,000. 42,000. The first week we did 46. This last week we did 42. This week we've already started at 8. If we get to about 42, then we're done. Right? So we've hit our mark. And if the last week we get another one, then we've hit our stretch goals. Hopefully we can do that. This is a new record actually of weekly sales in 1 week. It was over $106,000 worth of sales in 1 week in August. It was between July 28th and August 4th. One of the largest grossing weeks ever in Bukit Vista history. Now, unconverted potential revenue. This is the discussion that we're having right now, and this is why we're focusing on the SLAs. As you can see, the statistics aren't very positive for the month of July. We had 117,000 of reservation requests, and we left 61,000 on the table. So about half of that was left on the table. Currently, we are looking at about 46,000 worth of reservation opportunity, and we've about the same. 23,000 is on the table. We are looking to reduce the number of listings, of course, for properties that we don't have availability to, so then that can start going down. The most troublesome listings are still at the Alchemist, La Joya Bubu, Villa Shanti, Villa Nazeki, Villa Ayunan, Bingan Luna, Charita Inda, Chapunsari, Villa Bahagia. Villa Bahagia? Where? Okay. It's like empty. La Joya 1, Kura Kura, Tagasasri, Villa Asmara. So most of these are coming from proliferation of listings and not enough new market building not enough new objects or mirror properties to put them in. So that is that. And overall, this is our inquiry conversion rate. Looking not exactly great, right? So out of, and this was back in July, there were 638 unsold room nights represented by inquiries. Of that, we converted, or differently, actually, there was 140 that we converted, 638 room nights that we didn't convert. Most recently, last week, we converted 128, and we did not convert 531 room nights on inquiries. So, looking at the booking pace. Booking pace has been looking pretty good, and there's two colors here. So, if you look at the orange, that shows us how many bookings are for arrivals in August. So, that part is still climbing, which is very positive. That means that the revenue will still climb. When that starts dropping off and you get thicker blue bars, that means we've essentially reached the peak amount of sales that we would see in August. But yesterday we got to almost a new record of 113. It's only been eclipsed by the previous record of 114. So hitting all new kinds of sales records this week, which is very positive. Today we have 51 bookings so far. Taking a look at the contributions of each squad. Wow, Squad 1 and Squad 2 are really right next to each other now. So it's 151 for Squad 2 and 158 for Squad 1. Pretty cool. Nusa Penida is up at 44, and Jogja and Squad 3, which has been combined into Nusa Penida, is at 13 this month. Okay, taking a look at the booking heat map, looking up ahead. So quite a lot of heat this month in Squad 1. It seems like August 16th will be a peak check-in date. And then August 22nd will be another peak check-in date. Squad 2 looks hot pretty much all the way up until about early September, and then things cool down a bit. Squad 3, a lot of check-ins, up to 7 check-ins in the middle of August, towards the third week of August, and also a slight peak up here towards the end of August, and a dip between the third and fourth week of August. Nusa Penida, as always, looks like there's a lot of last minutes coming in. 32 check-ins today. Really? Wow, that's incredible. 32 check-ins! Come on, somebody get some help over there, yeah. Yay. All right, yay! Which is almost the same as Squad 2. Without a host. A new testament to what one team can do, or one person in some particular case. Let's take a look at inactive properties on Squad 1. Inactive properties, the newest one to join the list is Leonandra. Leonandra has now gotten booking in 33 days. On Squad 2, what the results look like. Oh, how much time do I have? I have 5 minutes. I better go fast. Okay, on Squad 2. Squad 2, the latest to join the list is now Villa Risky. I'm not surprised, but it's unlisted, so okay. And then the other ones I believe are unlisted too, Ananda and Kutumanak. Kutumanak were listed, but I think we have availability constraint. On Squad 3, should be a lot because we've unlisted quite a lot of properties in Squad 3. So that's the latest and greatest. And in Squad 4, the unbooked properties is only Gamut Garden. And Button Sabo I don't think we really work with anyway. So just for fun, just for branding. So just why not? They pay $1,000 a month for their channel manager apparently. Yes. Twice as much as we do. No, 3 times as much as we do. All right, so looking at August, this is the heat map in August. So the bloom right now is coming from Australia. We're getting far more Australians coming right now. There's a lot of heat coming from Europe, England, Germany, France, and the Netherlands. There's more heat coming now in East Asia. The U.S., South America is pretty quiet. Nothing in Venezuela. Hawaii. If you see a Venezuelan traveler, ask if he plans to immigrate. Ask if he's immigrating or just traveling. Okay, right. Hawaii, Japan, South Africa, and oh, this is interesting, Canary Islands.
What is that?
Canary Islands, it's these little islands outside of Morocco, part of Spain. And then we have representation in India and also here. I think this is Abu Dhabi. Yes, no, it's Dubai. It's Emirates.
That's why.
Okay. Let's take a look at the profile revenue. So, all right, this is where I go really quick. All right, Adventure, last month at 11, this month at 13. The conversion rate is 66%, 100%, and then 100% not. So very, very sporadic. 100% converted, 100% not. Next one is Agoda, last month at 3,000, this month at 1.8. Ara, Bukit Vista, last month at 3.7, this month at 2,000. The conversion rate is 50%. 50% converted, 50% not converted. The next one is Bastion Wayana. Bastion last month at 32, this month at 25. The conversion rate is 66, 64, 58, and this month it's this week it's at 66. So next one is going to be Bayou. Bayou last month at 33, this month at 22. Conversion rate is at 60% and 100%, 72% and 92%. Wow, okay, this one looks actually fairly stable. 53% on conversions of requests. Next one is Booking.com, always rising. 33,000 last month, 34,000 this month. Next one is Direct. We don't do direct booking. Oh, we do. No, we don't. Okay. D1 and Jing. D1 last month at 4,000, this month at 5.3. All right, already doing better. 100% conversion. That's what I like. Elements, an active profile. Emil. Emil last month at 30, this month at 34. The conversion rate has been at 50, 75, 44, and at 44%. Okay, next one is Emil and Wayana. This is one of our newest ones. This one's at 2,500 worth of conversion, 100% not converted on the request. Very low conversion rate, and that could be why the profile has a hard time getting lift. Low conversion rates on the requests. Next one is Gabby and Ara. Last month at 4.8, this month at 2.5. The conversion rate is 100% for and then 100% against. Jing, last month at 51,000, this month at 59,000. The conversion rate is 46, 36, 46, 70%, and now at 50% of requests. Yes, I know Chandra's smiling because she's looking after my account. Yes, thank you. All right, 59,000, all-time record. Jing and Wayana. Oh my God, is that right? Is it almost the same? Wait, that can't be right. Oh my God, it is right. That's crazy. Okay, I'm surprised because Jing and Wayana used to do much, much more than the Jing count. Now it does almost the same. So that is a change. All right, so what am I doing? I'm having some crack going on. Okay, Jing and Wayana last month at 64,000, this month at 69,000, and we're looking at 100% not conversion rate on all the inquiries. It is pathetic. It is terrible. Okay. 16 not convert. This is where, oh God. Okay, thank you for illustrating that. Okay, next one is Chris and Wayana. Chris and Wayana last month at 17,000, this month at 14,000. Conversion rate is at 54, 45, and 100%. Next is Null. I don't know what Null is from, but Null is getting 3,500. Next is Nuki and Ara. Nuki and Ara at 8,900 last month, this month at 4.2 thousand. Next one is Tendi. Tendi is way soaring super high last month at 6,000, this month at 12,000. 100% conversion rate. Good job, Tendi. Good job.
Yeah.
Yes, showing lots of love. All right, Traveloka, $68 back in June. Wayana, 67,000 last month, 59,000 this month. The conversion rate is at 66, then at 30, then at 33, now at 40%. And that does it for all the profiles. So take a look at the area revenue. So the area revenue for Balangan, last month at 21, this month at 15. Bingen, last month at 86, this month at 66. Canggu, last month at 62, this month at 63. Chamagi is not active. Jimbaran, last month at 21, this month at 28. Nusa Dua, last month at 26, this month at 26. Nusa Penida, last month at 40, this month at 44. Padang Padang, last month at 18, this month at 22. Seminyak, last month at 5.9, this month at 6.2. Ubud, last month at 10, this month at 15. Uluwatu, last month at 45,000, this month at 43,000. Ungasan, last month at 14, this month at 21. Jogja, last month at 19, this month at 13. Take a look at new listings. New listings, what we have in the pipeline. We have Labami, that's nothing new. We have Songchang, that's nothing new. We have Buyuk Pila, is that new? That's nothing new. And then we have Villa Chantik. We have the new room at Villa Chantik. We have White House 1. So it's an old property, but it's a new room. Wait, does anybody have anything to say about Buyuk Pila? No? Okay.
Oh, that's already.
Sorry. Fantastic. All right, this is White House 1 at Villa Chantik. It is white. It is a house, so it's the White House. So, outdoor bathroom, single double bed, very kind of like Instagrammable. Oh, nice. Okay, very cool. This is the driveway to Villa Chantik, the happiest angry place in the world. And this is the spa, I guess. This is a massage table. Okay, that's where you need to go after having to speak with some people there. And this is the pool. This is the office? Okay. This is the corner office? Okay. All right, pool again. Pizza oven. grill. Oh, okay. Wood grill, wood pizza oven. This is the table where I have meetings. This is the breakfast. This is where we should put people who misbehave. And this is the table where we have meetings again. That's all I know about this. Yeah. All right, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so that's the newest and greatest listing at Village Antique. Okay, that covers the top line for company statistics. Let's look at the chapter KPIs. So if we go over the chapter KPIs now, I guess we don't have to look at the chapter KPIs in the sync-ups tomorrow. So on community, please community, get your owners to participate. You see that orange is bad. You see blue is better, but there's a lot more orange than blue right now. So 97% of the community has not participated. Please get these people to participate. We would value their feedback. In addition, I think we're seeing also user feedback, right? Guest feedback on the bars here?
Yep.
Okay, great. So there's also property by property in terms of what the guests have said. In this side, blue is good. Actually, blue is always good. And yellow is bad. No, wait. Orange is bad. So yes, thank you. One common vocabulary. Orange is bad. Blue is good. In the community management dashboard. Please get more blue. Blue is good. So looking at the SLAs for content. So, ooh, okay, this is something new. I'm not sure what I'm looking at that. This is inquiry frequency. What does that mean now? That's new. Tadiba.
We're hoping that. Ouch. That's true.
Yes, Tadiba.
We're hoping that month by month we're reducing the amount of the inquiry.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's a prep for month to month.
Okay, great. It's hard to do that if market building brings in new properties, though. So, okay, but okay, cool. So we're looking to reduce inquiries because hopefully most people are just booking because the content's so awesome, yeah? And they just go done. All right. So what am I looking at? Is there a KPI for this, or what's good, what's bad? More blue is good.
No, blue. The bluer one. The more blue, it's the more old. It's an older property.
I
so,
see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's the number. I need shorter numbers, smaller numbers. Okay. Need smaller stacks here. So smaller stacks means better content work. All right. SLA is achieved by content on all the months. Maybe you guys should have a higher value for your SLAs now. It's 85, 87, 85, 85, and it's going to be probably 85 this month too. It's 84.76. Number of unbooked listings is 0 from the last 2 weeks. 100% conversion. Amazing. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Very good. Very nice. Biasa. Okay. All right. So I wish. Okay. All right. Not so good on the hospitality side. So the tolerance is 5%. We are over budget on all the months, all the weeks for Squad 1. We're 3 times over budget on the tolerance for negative reviews last week. We were twice as much the week before. Squad 2, it's been always over budget. A little bit less than Squad 1. Squad 3 is great. Okay, thank you, Dominic. Thank you, Squad 3. Not a lot of reviews, but the reviews are great, so fantastic. And on Squad 4, the closest to approaching SLA. Oh, yes, SLA compliant. Thank you very much. 100% positive reviews for the week of August 4th. All right.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay, so we look at 2 weeks over, yeah, because these guests have not finished giving their reviews yet. Okay, so not yet, but off to a good start. Squad 4. And we don't have an SLA yet on review rate, but I think we should. I think it should be a certain percentage of reviews are left over the total stack of reviews. Let's take a look at reservations. All right, on reservations, we are looking at 25% on the inquiry rate. We have 15, 17, 18, 16 on Squad 1, 17, almost 25 here, and then 15, and then 19 here. Squad 3 is at 13, 10, 9, and 13. Squad 4 is SLA compliant on the first week of July, on the second week of July, SLA compliant on the third week of July, SLA compliant on the first week of August, and so far not yet on this week. Okay, in terms of requests, we're looking for 50%. That's no on Squad 1, no on Squad 1, no on Squad 1, and getting better a little bit. And yes, finally, ta-da! Okay, all right, finally SLA compliant our requests. On Squad 2, yes, 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 and very much yes, 60% compliance. Squad 3, yes, yes, and then very much no, and then Squad 4 is yes, yes, yes. Almost. Okay, no, and then no. So the past 2 weeks have been going down. Okay, let's take a look and see on market building what's in the funnel. So the market building doesn't have actually a KPI yet, but let's see what we have. So there's been 10,000 on Eggy Stack, 13,000 on Nunley stack and 13,000 on YN stack for May. On Yankee stack, 53,000 in June, 25,000 for Nunley, and 37,000 in June for market building, and in July, 5.6 thousand for Wyana and Aggie brought in 1.6. Okay, great. Let's go back up to yellow hands. Okay, motion to extend by 10 minutes. Second. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Ara, are the employee surveys up? Ara. Okay. I guess we shall see.
Yes, sir. I'm already uploaded.
Okay, great. Let's take a look. So this is just a rundown of all the different guilds. So digital marketing meets on Thursdays at 4, human resources Saturday at 1, copywriting Wednesday at 5, reservation Thursdays at 1, leadership Thursdays at 2, community management Tuesdays at 4, finance Tuesdays at 4, the sync up Mondays at 5. Ooh, yeah, isn't that great? And Sports Guild, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. Finally, times. Okay. Revenue Management, Wednesdays at 4, Hospitality, Thursdays at 11, Jogja time. Project, Fridays at 11, Bali time. And Detecting Revenue Leak Workshop has not been given yet. Very sorry about that. Conference is still on. Sketch drawings are still on. CEO OKRs. Okay, my OKRs are pretty much the same as the last month. So improve the inquiry to conversion rate of the company. Thank you for everybody participating in that process. Identify the inquiry conversion loss. Get the reservation rehab going. SLA compliance on the HR side. Remove inactive listings and focusing on reducing request loss at the Alchemist. Focusing on the top 20 revenue producing properties is how we're going to hit our revenue goals. Weekly revenue leak patrols, price adjustments to produce higher revenue potentials. Attainment of revenue goals for squads 1, 2, and 4. Fulfill our HR company SLA is one of my new goals too as well. And Vita's here to help with that too as well. Okay, so going back up to this. Okay, all the OKRs are here. And thank you. All right, these are the July responses, yes?
Yes.
All right, so what's the most urgent SLA we need to fix at Bukit Vista? 1, community management. 2nd one, revenue. Market building with partners, especially squad 4. Market building reservation. Market building HR. MOU SLA. I think we should have a discussion to have a solid one rather than keeping the MOU for improvement while we also contributing to the MOU of the partners and Shimmy. And Shimmy, what?
Tell me if I'm wrong.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think not all the team members knows about the MOU. Right. All right, and then, okay, hospitality, air support reservations, MB to host, especially in the case of a villa foreigner partner or owner. You need to maintain more clarity and responsibility with the host side to handling community management, understand the actions to keep partners happy, and HR. Okay, who can fix what's not working and what would you tell them? Squad leads, Jing and Bayou, community managers, please do help manage existing partners and new partners more, perhaps once a month, to maintain good relationships between BV and them. Jing, Bayou, revenue team, Wyana, all good. Market building team, HR team, Jing and Nung Lee. Motion discussed to inform all the BV team members about the new MOUs on the next all hands or separated discussion. Please put that up on new business if you wrote that. That is good new business to talk about. That's where that should appear, on new business. Alvin and Nung Lee about every single thing that needs to be fixed immediately regarding hospitality. Everyone needs to be taking active part in this. We need to fix the noise situation to improve productivity. Jing and Ara, it's the main focus is not looking for new strong candidates, also manage and develop the current employees. Holding a team building event is worthy to be tried. Okay, what's working better? Communication, problem solving, teamwork. SLA is great to achieve the target. Teamwork in Squad 2 is amazing. Communication is great. Squad 2 for coordination. Revenue management, reimbursement. Each member is more focused on their job description. Everything is getting better, I think. Workflow, less SLA violations. How Jogja operational running now, and there's more clarity in partnerships because of the new contract that almost all the Jogja partners didn't have before. Reservation is getting better because the reservation rehab is being deployed. SLAs have better clear measurement. SLA awareness and content management. Okay, who deserves credit? Everyone. Tendi, Rafik, Chandra, D1, Bayu, Diba, Rizal, Eggy, Gigi, Gabrielle, Jing and Wyana, Gigi, and Risky. Everyone that is involved in the SLA discussions, all squad 4. Everyone, Alvin, since he helped me almost with everything. Jing, Nili, Rafik, Masbaya, and the team that helps keep this company going. Content team. How can we improve the work? So be willing to be more involved across each chapter. If it's just one baby step, it helps get a different perspective on how things can be better. Fix the laptop for work. If you have that problem, please talk to me. Respect team members' time and bandwidth, and with boundaries, better vibes at the office, less noise and less distractions, better communication if you have a problem for one another. Stay supportive of each other. Everyone, all good, all good. Mentorship, making myself more confident with what I've been doing recently. Keep supporting, believing in me. Manageable work schedule and workload sharing. Lost a few people this month. Less interruptions and distraction environment. More snacks, coffee, and playtime. Okay. My personal feedback about the company. We're seeing more right energy across both squads. Individuals are becoming more involved in work outside of their immediate space. There is an eagerness to move in the right direction. Please be more thoughtful about what is more important to fix. Please move the game to the quiet room. Sometimes it's disturbed when work and pick up the phone. Oh, right. That's during night hours. Okay. More company gathering to make us more solid as a team. Be careful with oversubscribing. If you choose to subscribe, please commit. Less focusing on SLA improvement. All good. I love BV. All good. All good. Thank you for giving me a chance to learn something new and teach me how to push my limit by let me do something I've never done before. Everything is doing well for the first month. Here, perfect. We're going fast right now because of that. Everybody needs to support each other and try to help each other. Try to understand your teammates' problems so we can fix it together. None. Thank you for choosing me to be part of Bukit Vista. Okay, fantastic. Oh yeah, updates. So we are going to structurally make some changes. So yes, I do agree. It's a little bit too loud in the main room. The structure will most likely be this in the next 3 to 6 months. Main work hall will be here and next door, and the rooms will be meeting rooms, right? So if you want to have a meeting, go to the meeting room and talk. Don't talk on the floor because the floor gets super, super loud and distracting. So we're going to start with baby steps by moving meetings over there from time to time. So if you have a meeting, just go to the frat house, have a meeting, come back. And then the next iteration is we're probably going to get the house right across the next street. That'll be the new frat house. And the frat house will be an extension of this base, and we're going to move this wall away. No, I don't know about the wall. I don't know about the wall, but yeah, if we can, we'll try to connect more tap points. More tap points between the two sides. Maybe like a gate. Maybe like a Bolognese Kapura indoors. All right, let's talk about core value recognition. Okay, as we know, Chandra's already been promoted. Okay, I gave a core value recognition to Wendy for never settling because Wendy has pursued a goal of getting reviews for a while. She's been trying to do that ever since the first day that she got here. She's been diligent in her tasks and eventually got the review that we just mentioned from the Korean guest. I think this is an excellent example of not settling into an easy pathway into hospitality excellence. So that's my core value recognition. Does anybody else have any core value recognitions that they would like to put forward? Okay, we're not grateful for our team, are we? I'm kidding, guilt tripping is one. Okay, if there's anyway, if there's no core value recognitions, then if you do think of something, please just submit it on the all hands. And if you have new business that you'd like to talk about with the entire company, please also put it in the new business. That is the best place to put it. Thank you for saying it in the employee satisfaction survey. If you haven't done an employee satisfaction survey, please do it. I know there's more than 13 people who work here. So please get your thoughts in. Otherwise, I don't know how to help. Okay, that is pretty much it. So any announcements from anybody? Diva, Nungling, Lagi, Rizal, Tris. Tris is new here. Oh, by the way, Tris, step forward. Let me introduce you guys. So Tris and Vita are on candidate trials right now. Tris is on day 5, I believe, of his trials. Vita was already finished, and now this is extension because part of HR's job is to write HR contracts, and I'm going to go with Vita to write her own contract. Oh, cool, right? So that's an interesting pathway. So that loops it all in. Okay, Chandra.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, Chandra, step forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris night on August 17th.
Kristen!
So,
Prize!
everyone who would like to participate and join the quiz and win 2 million prizes, please submit your name to my number.
Yes.
Yes. Submit your name. So if you not submit your name, then you will not join it in the.
And you can't win the prize either. The prize is. Let's talk about the prize.
2 million.
2 million. 1.5 to first place, and then $500,000 to second place, and 1 million to the organizer. Did you do it by yourself or with Rapid?
With Graphic as well.
Okay.
I will be winning.
Hey!
That's the problem, right? That's the problem. Just watching the organizer. I don't think the organizer can win, because that would be... Okay, anyhow. Okay, thank you, Chandra, for the announcement. Maha. Wait, now back to Diva.
Can we register the all hands paper and stuff?
Right.
Or which one do you think?
I think...
Register yourself on Wall Hands if you want to participate. Just put your name down the list.
Registration closed on the 16th at 5 p.m. So
That's right.
We're not accepting any participant anymore. Okay?
And you will suck
Thank you.
if you don't come. Wait, it's Friday, right? It's Friday. It's Friday? Saturday. Okay, Saturday. Okay, cool. I can't think of a better way to spend Saturday night. Maha, Eggy, Shinthia, Diwan, Rian, Ivan, Eva, Yuan, Wayana, Pita. Okay, all right. Let's go around the world to Rizal. Rizal. Oh, wait. Sorry, risky. Now you dyslexia. Risky out fast. Okay, thank you. Gigi.
All good, sir.
Okay, Rafik. Tendi. Ara. Gani. Dominic. Then the two new people. The two new people. Show us the two new people.
Yes, currently we're doing 2 candidates here for the trial. Especially our first day, we have Ayu for online dashboard. Okay, then
Hi there, guys. Let's say hello at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Hi!
the whole for content. Thank you for welcome.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's Nawful. He's a content candidate, and I use online guest support candidate. Okay. Thank you for running the trials. Okay, Gani and Dominic are cool. Gigi, Ganjin. Okay, right. And then Tendi. Any announcements from you? Tendi. All good? Okay, chop that Sindiri to boost. Okay. Tendi, I need to hear your voice.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Tendi, any announcements on your side?
No, next one.
Okay. Gabby.
All good, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, so that's it for this week. May the force be with you. May Bukit Vista rise to become the world's most innovative hospitality company. Live long and prosper. Okay, more science fiction there. Live long and prosper. Live long and prosper. Okay, thank you everyone. Great. Oh wait, I'm recording here. That's why. Mel.